welcome. Got that bit over and done with. Right, we're going to take some more looking at with North Walsham on YouTube, just to show I'm not the only one. And I've come up with some good bits, and we're going to end on something quite political, believe it or not. But first, we're going to start with this one. This one I have found. This is from, let me just press play. This is Funday from somebody called The Life of an Englishman. And this is his little video of what he managed to catch. He's not got a gimbal. That was a very nice car. So I hope you've all caught up with all the news on the Funday. I'm not quite sure how much they've raised yet. Sort of buggy. Those two buggies were in the parade, weren't they? What? You see how clean that engine was? Yes, that's it. Go in, boy. That engine was spotless. The love some people have for their cars. Look at that. You see, with all these new electric models coming through, they're just nothing compared to these out there. We do that. I would like to show you this chap, I Am Teddy, because when I first watched it, when I first came across it, I was like, oh my god. But I think we need to give a good little shout out to Teddy Oscar. Description: this channel is dedicated to all the young people who are entering into the world of sports. From an early age, Teddy has been on the sidelines watching his dad compete. A few years ago, as a result of his dad recovering from a serious illness, I hope you're pretty good now, running restarted slowly. This time, Teddy wanted to join in. We quickly found Teddy had a deep passion to run, but also found he had a natural ability. Teddy has taken his ability to the next level that no one could have predicted. His desire to achieve his dream is becoming his reality. This dream is nurtured. Our hope for this channel is to inspire other parents and young athletes to go after their dreams and have a lot of fun and connect on the way. We want to share this journey as it navigates. So this is the chap. And we are going to give a little watch, because on Funday,
I want you here tonight. I feel the heat.
See if we can catch in.
Smile for the camera. There's another one here. Well done, Teddy. Go on, Teddy.
Go on, Teddy.
Don't let him get you. Listen to that crowd. Go on.
Oh,
Well done, fella. Go on. Go on. Oh, yeah, you look done as well.
are we not going to see the medal?
Done it.
Go on, Teddy, show your medal. Okay, we didn't actually see. Nice one. 19 minutes. And we are going straight into this chap who I can't remember, Norfolk 365. This is his little short of North Walsham lights. I think this was a couple of years ago because the placement of the tree. Very quiet, isn't it? Oh, yeah. You know, when I was talking the other day about these guys.
Sophomore year, you gotta step up.
Now, these guys, Finds, the vintage store, they go around
Quite
they
nice.
go around second-hand shops,
Scanning down.
and they are in North Walsham.
Yes.
Taking a look, all the bits and bobs on the
Has to be
shelf.
chip.
What shop do you think that one is?
It's not West German, but it looks cool. Reduced to 5.
It looks so much like those.
I like it though. The colours are nice. That green.
One little tie.
Is it a nick or just a? I don't know whether it's like a chip or a nibble or whether it matters. I don't know. Or a fiver. But it's interesting. I wonder what it is, where it's made. You know, I wonder what it is, where it's made. It looks very West German, so it's perhaps of that period. So I'm going to hold on to that. Does anybody know who made this? What it is? I've not bought anything today, so I'm going to hold on to it for now. I quite like it.
No markings.
No markings at all. It's smooth. That might need a Google image. But for a fiver, that's pretty good, I think. So we've been looking for coat hangers for the van, and these are £2 for 3, and they're actually kind of old ones.
Salvation Army, isn't it? That's Salvation Army.
So you can get your wardrobe organised, Terry, because it's an absolute mess.
Yeah.
Ha-ha! Success! First purchase of the day. That cool mid-century vase in that fat lava glaze. We'll have to do a bit of research on that, unless you guys know anything about it. It looked like West German immediately, but there's no markings on the base at all. Plus, Terry will be pleased to see we've got the coat hangers, so when we get back to the van, he needs to sort his wardrobe out because you open the door and it all falls out. So it's all good. Right, let's see if we can find another one. Okay, so just opposite the
5,500
church
views.
is another break. So let's pop in there. Now we've bought something, you start to think this could be a good day after all.
Oh, look at the state of that building.
Interesting.
That's maybe more modern because it's got like glitter and things in it, but it just looked maybe vintage, but I don't know if I like it anyway. What do you think? It's got sparkle and
It's not my thing.
dark reds and oranges and things. Quite cool. For how much is that? 5. Maybe. It just fits on the shelf.
Just
Depending on how deep the Artex is, I think.
There we go. Got a thick bit of the Arctic, it's not going up there. I just thought as well, this one was quite interesting. Oh, it's just maybe more modern handcrafted ceramic. It's a heavy piece. It's maybe not like the finest piece, but
Nice
for a
piece.
few pounds,
Nice little
for
piece.
10.
Let's see where they end up. There we go. Oh, look, the British veterans.
Yeah, so this looks interesting. Let's have a look in the veterans shop and see what they've got.
Oh, I went over the curb.
Oh
The
no,
hazard of the.
you tripped over. It's quite cool. Look, that green plate
That's what I was just looking at.
that has a mid-century vibe about it. And we'll check that one out. Okay, so it's really warm in here. Actually, it's a real sun trap.
Very
So
nice shop
we're
today.
looking at that in the window. We thought that was quite cool. Is it like bulrushes or something, that kind of thing? Maybe, or teasels? Maybe just something geometric. So it looks like it's, hang on, looks like it's Norwegian. It's cool, isn't it? £10.
Right.
I love the colours of it. It's probably a little bit much.
Oh,
So we've got a bit of a decision to make. We've got an East Anglian Children's Hospice and we've got Priscilla Bacon
Go on,
Hospice
do
here
both.
as well. So
Go
maybe
on.
we'll go this way first, then we'll come back here. What do you think?
Yeah, you do that.
Okay, so let's pop into the hospice shop and see. There's a nice little plant pot in the window, so we'll see if we can have a look at that. Just a kind of studio pottery piece, a bit more modern.
Doing quite a
My
lot
mum used to have
today,
things like that. But somewhere in
because
here,
it's very precise with
somewhere here,
their filming.
if I can get to it.
And you can film
This is
in
very
shops
nice. I can
because
see
believe it or
things moving.
not,
I can see the reflection in the window.
believe it or not, shops are a public space because you want customers to go in and to look. So it's classed as a public space, and in a public space, you're allowed to film. You're allowed to take pictures. That also includes reception areas as well. Just in case anybody wanted to know.
Was it worth it? It's Wedgwood. Just caught my eye. I wonder if, I don't know what period it is. You guys might know. Clementine. It is bone china though, unfortunately. Which we don't tend to buy because we're vegan, so we don't tend to buy bone china. So we'll pop that back in the window. But for £5, it's
All right.
quite nice.
Let's see where else you've gone. I do actually like that. I do like that charity shop, and I know North Walshamers think there's too many charity shops, and they also think there's too many barber shops. But I like the
I'm
old charity
unpacking lots
shops.
of things in the car park, which is kind of frustrating in a way because you just want to have a look at that stuff like hot off the press. But we'll have to see if we can chat them up, see if we can get the first dibs on it. This Foster's wear is nice, the honeycomb design. You can see it's got that kind of lovely honey colour. We've got all
Isn't
sorts.
that
Tea,
80s?
coffee, sugar, we've got jugs, vinegar, oil, little odds and ends, utensils, cake stands. They're all priced individually, I think. Love the little,
Look at
little
the dog.
salt and peppers. They're a nice shape, aren't they? So I think because it's all priced individually, it might be a bit much. So like, for example, the canisters are £10 for the 3. I don't exactly know what the era of this is. It might be slightly more modern. It might be 80s, isn't it? That sits like that. So you've got like a little, I think they perhaps did pub.
Where else have they gone? Let's have a look. See if we can get some more street views.
They've got 8 of them. So that would do for 3 tiers, wouldn't it?
A big salt piece behind.
Oh,
Someone's project piece, £2.50.
I quite like it.
Okay, so great promise because it was a big shop full of things, but nothing quite right for us. So I think we've got one more over the road. We've got Sue Ryder, so let's have a final visit to the charity shops today. Then we're going to go and have a drink because it's been hot today and we're feeling thirsty.
Oh my God, look at all that. Look.
Okay,
All
so
of that.
unfortunately, I've just walked over and realised they're renovating it. That's what these guys are doing. They're insulating it or replanting.
Yeah. Because they were also doing next door as well in the barber shop because of the flats above. God, yes. So this was probably recorded a good
It looks like
8
Sue
weeks
Ryder
ago.
is closed. So that might be it for North Walsham. So we'll head to Aylsham after we've had a drink and see what we can find there. So between the two places,
Sorry.
Thirsty.
Got
Thirsty.
you. Oh, sorry.
For North Walsham. So we'll head to Aylsham
Aylsham.
after we've had a drink and see what we can find there. So between the two places, hopefully we'll have had a really good haul.
Now, they didn't show what pub they went
Okay,
to.
so we've got to Aylsham. We couldn't resist.
Didn't show what pub they went to. Right, moving on. Yes, we have a few here. The beautiful town of North Walsham. Dar Trader. Oh, what about this one? Right in the central of North Walsham. When was this? The footage was taken from the bake shop across the road. What's this? Six years ago. God, who remember that from 6 years ago? Look how different that is there, look. And that's that one done. Wowzers, how are we doing for time? We doing okay? We're doing okay. Right, I would like to just briefly end up on this chap. LSB Film Production. He seems to be from Thetford, from what I can gather. He does a lot about Thetford Council and other councils. And on this particular one, he covered North Walsham Town Council. Listen to this.
Brooks, I hope everyone's keeping well. I don't know. Crisis in the council again.
Remember.
Our North Walsham Town Council. A place where democracy, civility and financial competence go to die. This once...
Okay, we're just going to go backwards there. We have Barry, we have Penny and David. All three have gone.
This once mighty local authority responsible for critical issues like hedge trimming and whether the town hall should get a fresh coat of beige paint has been plunged into yet another scandal. So what's been going on? Well, 3 councillors have resigned after a damning report accused the council of harbouring and fostering a culture of rudeness, misogyny and general chaos. And not just, oh dear, someone's had a bad day rudeness. This is £30,000 worth of HR complaints rudeness. That's right. This council managed to burn through 30 grand in legal fees and consultancy charges. Just to be told, maybe you should be a little bit nicer to each other.
And that's the councillors to the staff. Remember that.
And then there's the real piece de la resistance, which is the financial scandal, because it's not a proper town council crisis unless there's a little bit of creative accounting. Apparently, the management of the War Memorial Park Trust was so bad, it risked breaching charity law. You know you've reached a special level of incompetence when even a war memorial statue gets caught up in a money laundering subplot. Now, Barry...
Hang on. The money was to do because that had a little house connected to it, and it was sold for something like 117,000. But because it wasn't ring fenced, it got basically put into the pot with all the other money. And then the new town clerk that came in, Wendy Murphy, done a job sorting it all out. But while she was doing that, these were the issues that she was up against. She was up against councillors that didn't want to change.
Hester, a 14-year council veteran, quit in a dramatic fashion, calling the
Okay. Okay, he quit in a dramatic fashion. Do you want to see something in a really dramatic fashion? Right, just give me a second. Give me a second. If you go over into my playlist and you find what is called North Walsham Town Council Public Meetings, you click into that, and let me just pause there. And if we go back to November, December, let's see where it is. I think it might have been this one. Okay, just bear with me a second, because this is all technology that I am still learning. Okay, if we just clip over to this one, this was the evening where it all came ahead. The extraordinary council meeting, and this was 6 months ago, so that was, yeah, November, December, end of December. And this chap right here, I think I'm pointing at him correctly, that's in the jacket, who never took his coat off, that's Barry. If you go back and watch the extraordinary council meeting, it gets quite fraught. There's also another one, I think it was this one, I do believe. Oh yes, this is the one. This is the one. If you want to see Barry at his best, he sits there quietly. He doesn't utter a word. So we'll come back to that. Let's carry on.
Reports biased and accusing the clerk of hoodwinking the councillors. Hoodwinking. We are literally one step away from calling her a sorceress. Imagine her cackling.
Oh, poor Wendy. If you go over to my, is it on this? I actually have an interview, one of my really early interviews of meeting Wendy, and I learned quite a lot of her. Learned quite a lot because I didn't understand what town council was. Coming from a city council to a town and learning about a town council, really kind of. Ugh. So if you want to know about Wendy, you go over there and yeah, have a listen to this one, where we have a chat of what she's talking about, how what town council mean and what the councillors are meant to do. But yeah, you want thoughtness. Yes, that's definitely
responsible for leading this council into the
that is definitely this one. And then right at the end of this one,
a standard agenda item.
I think is when Penny showed her true colours, and she resigned after this particular meeting as well.
Well, I can't control how long they're sick for.
We're not going to get lost in that. Sorry, Chris.
Away in a dimly lit office, casting dark spells over the budget spreadsheets. Meanwhile, another councillor, David Cavell, he resigned.
Yes, not happy with that picture that the newspaper did, because that's actually my picture and never credited me for that. That was from the video.
Because he said he was fed up of being slated on Facebook, because obviously the best way to get people to stop talking about you is to dramatically resign and have your name splattered all over the news.
Okay, David. There was a charity event the year before, raised over £15,000. The Bear Festival in one weekend raised over £15,000 for charity, all for local charity for and within North Walsham. And David got slated because of this. Please bear with me, because I just need to find exactly what he got slated for. You see, when I started coming into the council and started to record them, they struggled with it because what they said, what they did, they were held accountable.
Is the beer festival got to be a beer festival or a music festival like it was last year? If it's a beer festival, I'm for it. If it's a music festival, I'm against it because of the excess noise last year.
The excess noise was done by decibels, and it wasn't outside the excess noise, because that was corrected. That NNDC went, and that's below the decibel noise that NNDC allow.
Did you hear that? So he was complaining that the music was too loud. And Wendy, because of her new policies that she brought in, she made sure that the decibel recordings happened and they were below the decibel. And this chap wasn't happy about it. And he denied this afterwards. But of course, you can't deny it if you said it on camera, can you? Really? So that's what he got slated for, because he got caught lying.
Council's missing half of its members, which means either a general election will be called or they'll have to beg people to sign up. I can picture it now, some poor unsuspecting bloke walking his dog.
Good news is, I think they are up to 11 councillors now. We've got fresh councillors. 3 are still old, but I think they're quite good. But yeah, we've got, what does that make? 8 new ones? Oh, come on. No.
Responsible for critical issues like hedge trimming and whether the town
Sorry,
hall should
I
get a
completely
fresh
messed up, haven't I?
misogyny and general chaos. There's worth of HR complaints route, a little bit nicer to each other. And then there's the real piece de la resistance, which is the financial scandal, because it's not a proper town council crisis unless there's a little bit of creative accounting. Apparently, the management of the War Memorial Park Trust was so bad, it risked breaching charity law.
Oh yeah, we were up to Barry.
Calling the reports biased and accusing the clerk of hoodwinking the councillors. Hoodwinking. We are literally one step away from calling her a sorceress. Imagine her cackling away in a dimly lit office, casting dark spells over the budget spreadsheets. Meanwhile, another councillor, David Cavell, he resigned because he said he was fed up of being slated on Facebook. Because obviously the best way to get people to stop talking about you is to dramatically resign and have your name splattered all over the news. So what happens now? The council's missing half of its members, which means either a general election will be called or they'll have to beg people to sign up. I can picture it now, some poor unsuspecting bloke walking his dog, ambushed by some frantic official. Please, we'll give you some free tea and an office chair that slightly wobbles. And let's not forget the best part, that these are volunteer roles. Yeah, that's right. These people are running smear campaigns and treating the office like a Game of Thrones for free. No pension, no salary, just the thrill of government control and power in a front row seat.
that is a downside. That is the downside to it. They're not getting paid, but they do get expenses because of their training. They get in mobile phones. I think they're also going to be getting iPads, I think, to help with meetings and agendas and everything else. I don't know if that's happened yet, but that was being discussed. But when you have somebody that sits on that table and they only turn up for a full council meeting, I don't think you should be there, because what's the point of you being there? If you don't want to go on the training days to learn about stuff, if you don't come along to the other meetings like the finance, development and amenities, there's other ones that have been there and there's been ones that have shut down. But if you don't go to these other meetings, how do you get a full feel of what you are voting for in a full town council meeting as a councillor? So you're either in it or you're not. So that's my view.
A front row seat to the biggest municipal meltdown since somebody proposed to put up a Greggs. So what can we take away from this? That small town councils are just as petty, vicious and malicious as they are at Westminster.
Yeah. But I'd like to say was. Where the town, and I mean 18 months now. Sorry, let me get you a. Oh, that's not even a good. There you go. It's a little bit better. I think North Walsham Town Council has moved on quite a lot. With the devolution coming up, I think they are still scratching their heads of what does this mean? But I think the councillors that are currently there are approachable. Their decorum around the table is much better. It's a much friendlier atmosphere to go to these meetings, and they are public meetings. And you can see them all on my channel. Go to my playlist with the North Walsham Town Council public meetings. I've been along to the finance, the development amenities, the events and tourism, plus the full council themselves, to kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Be inclusive with the town, because not a lot of people knew that these meetings were public. And in the last 6 months, there's been a numerous amount of bums on seats, which is great. But they also know that if it's raining or they can't make it out, it's being recorded. Is it saving the town council money? Yes, about 1,800 quid from an OWL service that records. And if you go over to North Norfolk District Council, I'm not impressed with the videoing, with the quality. I mean, I don't even get mine right half the time, you know, sounds too low and but yeah, go on and see that. But
with significantly worse biscuits. So let me know what you think in the comments. Look after yourselves, take care, and I will speak.
That's what I think, Chris. And I do think if there was a way of having tea, coffee and some biscuits at these full town council meetings, I think it might actually bring a few people in, but I don't think that's going to happen. Not anytime soon. So yeah, that was LSB Film Productions, and like I say, he talks a lot about Thetford Town Council. And on that, I think I'm going to wrap that up, actually. But before I do, I just want to read one thing of a constitutionalist citizen. It's someone who believes in the principles of a limited government and individual rights. And last year, a oh, was he a district councillor or was he a county councillor at the time? Told me there was nothing, there's no such thing as a community, it's voters and constitutionalists. And that's where I got my name from. Because then when I went home and actually read up what does a constitutionalist actually mean, a constitutional citizen is someone who believes in the principle of a limited government and individual rights. And I do. So that's me. And in the meantime, that's it. So thanks for watching, and yeah, catch you later.